we're adding smart activity coaching, which is going to help more people close more rings more often. A completely redesigned workout app with high-intensity interval training. New features for swimmers like auto sets and gym kit. First, we're making enhancements to the heart rate app to give you more information. Now, you'll see your heart rate right on the watch face so you can keep an eye on it with just a raise of the wrist. And when you launch the heart rate app, you'll see new measurements like resting heart rate. We have a completely redesigned music experience, an intelligent Siri face, fun new characters from Toy Story, and more. So that's WatchOS 4. It will be available to all Apple Watch customers on September 19th. And now I'd like to introduce the next generation of Apple Watch. Introducing Apple Watch Series 3, and it has cellular built in. Now you can go for a run with just your watch and still be connected. You can leave your phone when you go to the beach or just run a quick errand. You can receive an important call with just your watch, and the number is the same number as your iPhone. You don't have to manage a separate number. You can use maps and get directions, and the location for Find My Friend automatically switches to your watch when you're away from your phone. And third-party apps like WeChat work over cellular as well. You can stream 40 million songs on your wrist. You'll have access to all your favorite music. You can listen to Beats One Live or any Apple radio music station. You can even ask Siri to find you the perfect track. Inside is a new dual-core processor delivering up to 70% more performance. It's really, really fast. For Bluetooth and Wi-Fi connectivity, we developed a custom wireless chip we call W2. There's nothing else like it. It delivers up to 85% faster Wi-Fi while being 50% more power efficient for both Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And we've added a barometric altimeter. So now you get flights of stairs climbed and elevation gains after a workout. Rather than add an antenna, the display itself is the multi-frequency antenna for both LTE and UMTS. We integrated an electronic SIM, and it's a fraction of the size. And I'm going to tap on the phone app, and I'm going to call Deidre, who's a colleague on the watch team.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi, Deidre.
I'm a little sad to be missing the keynote, but I'm working very hard out here.
Oh, yeah, sure you are. Why don't we pull in some video and show everybody where you are? Series 3 comes in a wide variety of cases and bands. We have a beautiful new gold aluminum finish along with silver and space gray. And we're excited to introduce a new band we call the Sport Loop. It's designed for an active lifestyle, and it's light, stretchy, and breathable. For Apple Watch Nike Plus, we have exclusive new colors, and they're releasing a new version of their Nike Plus Run Club app with great new features like in-run audio coaching. We have a great partnership with Hermes, and the tradition continues this year with some new watch face styles, some beautiful new bands like the one on the left that's inspired by the classic Hermes driving glove. And last year we introduced a white ceramic watch. This year we're adding a ceramic watch in a gorgeous gray finish. There's one with cellular at $399 and a version without cellular that has all the other great features at just $329. Series 3 cellular will be available in these 9 countries with these 14 carriers at launch. Orders will begin September 15th, and availability will be September 22nd.
Apple TV 4K. At the heart of Apple TV 4K are 2 key technologies that are driving this next evolution of the TV experience.
First is 4K. There's an even bigger advancement that's more important, and it's called High Dynamic Range, or HDR. Here's that same 4K image, and here it is in HDR. We've got the powerful A10X Fusion chip. This is the same chip that's in our iPad Pro. And the new Apple TV isn't just slightly faster, it's remarkably faster. CPU performance is more than twice as fast as the current Apple TV, and graphics are more than 4 times faster. So now you'll have the biggest releases in the best picture quality, all on iTunes, all available for the same price as HD. And if you bought one of those movies in HD from iTunes, we're going to automatically upgrade them to 4K HDR at no additional charge. Because we're bringing live sports, so you'll never miss a game. If you're a huge sports fan like I am, you're really going to love this feature. And in addition, we're bringing live news to the TV app. Now, let's take a look at those games. As you can see, we show you the score and the time remaining to help you decide which game to watch. The new Apple TV 4K starts at $179. It joins the existing one. You can order it starting on September 15th, and it ships just a week later.
iPhone 8.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am so excited to tell you all about the new iPhone 8 and the new iPhone 8 Plus. The design is all new. It has glass in both the front and the back. The aluminum band beautifully matches the finish of each iPhone 8. It comes in silver, space gray, and a beautiful new gold finish. iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is also microscopically sealed for water and dust resistance. And they have a new Retina HD display in each model. There's a 4.7-inch Retina display in iPhone 8 and a 5.5-inch in iPhone 8 Plus. Along with the displays, iPhone 8 and 8 Plus have new stereo speakers as well. They're 25% louder than the speakers in iPhone 7, and they have a deeper bass. iPhone 8 Plus has two new sensors in its dual camera. The wide-angle camera has an f1.8 aperture and optical image stabilization. The telephoto camera has f2.8 aperture. Using the new dual cameras and the A11 Bionic chip in the iPhone 8 Plus, the team has come up with a new feature called portrait lighting. When you compose a photo in the camera app using the portrait mode, the dual cameras in the ISP sense the scene. They create a depth map, they separate the subject from the background, and then using machine learning, it creates facial landmarks and actually changes the lighting of the contours over your face. You just swipe to pick a different effect for whatever you want to shoot. It supports LTE Advanced for fast networking connections, Bluetooth 5.0 for the latest accessories, and now with iPhone 8, with its glass back, we're enabling the freedom of wireless charging. We're really happy to tell you iPhone 8 is going to start with twice the capacity at 64 gigabytes and have a second one at 256 gigabytes. And the price will be $699. iPhone 8 Plus will have the same two configurations, 64 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes, and it will be priced starting at $799. We'll be able to pre-order them starting this Friday on September 15th, and they'll be available a week later on September 22nd.
This is iPhone 10. It is the biggest leap forward since the original iPhone.
The display fits edge to edge, top to bottom. It goes into each corner where it follows the tight curve of the design. It has glass on both the front and the back, using the same super strong formula as iPhone 8. It's engineered to be water and dust resistant at a microscopic level. It comes in two beautiful finishes, space gray and silver. iPhone 10 has an all-new display. It's called the Super Retina display. To start with, the Super Retina display is 5.8 inches on the diagonal. It's got 2436 by 1125 resolution. That's over 2.7 million pixels. It has 458 pixels per inch. Now, this is the highest resolution and pixel density ever in an iPhone. The Super Retina display uses OLED technology. In addition, the new Super Retina display supports HDR in both the Dolby Vision and HDR10 formats. How do you wake up your iPhone 10? Well, certainly you can raise to wake just like before, but now you can also just tap on the screen and it wakes up. So now, when you want to go to the home screen, you simply swipe up from the bottom and you go home. If you're running an app like Mail and you want to go home, what do? You simply swipe up from the bottom and you go home. So if you're in an app and you want to multitask, you just swipe up from the bottom, you pause for a split second, and you're in multitasking. You can now press the side button in, which has been made larger. Once you press it in, you can just talk to Siri. How do you unlock your phone with iPhone 10? The iPhone 10, your iPhone is locked until you look at it and it recognizes you. We call this Face ID. When you set up Face ID, you just follow the on-screen instructions, and it tells you how to move your head around in the camera so Face ID can recognize your face. And that's it. You do that once when you set it up. Face ID also works with Apple Pay. So to pay for things, you just double tap the button on the side, you look at iPhone 10 to authenticate, and hold it near the payment terminal to pay. It's that easy. So our team created something called Animoji. These are animated emojis. Animojis track more than 50 facial muscle movements. They've been meticulously animated to create amazing expressiveness. The way you create and share Animoji are right from within Apple Messages.
You said a little late. Where are you?
You can pick from a dozen different animated emojis.
Unlocking it is as easy as looking at it and swiping up. And, you know, let's try that again. Ho, ho, ho. If I want to move between my applications, I can just swipe up and stop, and my other apps all come in. I can get at them with a tap. Just lift. It's just that easy. The tracking is just unreal. Let's check out this one.
iPhone 10 has dual 12 megapixel sensors, dual cameras, both a faster sensors, wider sensors, just like in iPhone 8. There's an f1.8 aperture on the wide-angle camera and a faster f2.4 aperture on the telephoto. So that lets in 36% more light to the telephoto camera. But the big news on the camera on the iPhone 10 is it has dual optical image stabilization. That means there's OIS on both the wide-angle and the telephoto lens. It really delivers a breakthrough in the photos you can take for selfies. Because now with selfies, you can take portrait mode photos as well. And it also supports portrait lighting all through the front side true depth camera. Just like iPhone 8, iPhone 10 is also built for a wireless world. It has Qi charging through the glass back, and it will work with the Qi charging devices, like the ones that we mentioned earlier from Mophie and Belkin. iPhone 10 also comes in two configurations, 64 gigs and 256 gigabytes. It'll be priced from $999. You can order it starting on October 27th, and they begin to ship on November 3rd.
Thank you.